Welcome everyone, ZPanther here. First, I want to thank CALLOUS for letting me guest narrate for CI. It's an honor. Um, Before we get into the battles, I haven't seen any of this yet. I didn't want any spoilers before I commentated, so you get my genuine reaction. But I'm really excited to narrate this. Super epic Ampharos or C. We were teammates in Mushi League, so I know he likes to bring a lot of cool stuff. I was also really impressed with his round one. I think his game 3 against Jumpy was really impressive. Um, and BIHI, I was really impressed by him too. He arguably had maybe the most dominant round one so far in CI. And I can't get over that Doug play. That was so ballsy and a hell of a play. Um, but yeah, I can't wait to get into this. So let's jump into it. All right. Okay, so it looks like a Zap lead for C and Tar lead for BIHI. Probably going to see this Zap BP here. Oh, it's subs, so it's scouting. Okay. It's definitely probably a BP Zap showing sub. Probably just BP here, yeah. Going to meta, smart. It's definitely going to be forcing this Tar to switch. See, probably going to Skarm. Okay. Now we're going to see, this could be like maybe a special offense team, judging by the sub zap from C. Oh, well, there's Magneton. So actually, it's probably more along the lines of a Bizzoff team if I see Mag there. Wonder if there's a Claydol here for spin. Could definitely be possible. So far from BIHI's looking like a pretty standard team. Judging by that damage too, that might not be Magneton either. So there definitely could be a Claydol here. Out comes Swampert for BIHI. Probably about to scare out this Metagross, barring like a crazy boom or something, but I doubt it. Oh, so Surf means maybe perhaps it's Mono Pert. That means Salamence could be a little bit better into this Pert, maybe. Toxic is coming? No. Okay, so well, Protect Surf doesn't necessarily give away that it might be Mono Pert, but definitely could. See, is he just gonna stay in Surf? Oh, he roars. Oh, okay, okay. Roar on Purr is pretty good. Pretty, not something you see all the time, but it's definitely underrated. Stays in and EQs with Metagross. It takes a Surf. That Surf's not really doing too much to meta. It's definitely a bulkier meta based off of that. Yeah, even Zap doesn't take that much, and this is almost definitely a more offensive Zap. Probably going to be scaring out the Pert here. Okay. It looks like BIHI's Zap is also faster, judging by that Sandstorm damage. Never mind. Never mind. I think I saw those out of order. Oof. So I got the roll. Mag might be able to live that sometimes. I'm not sure. But this Lax is probably forcing this Pert out. I wonder if he's throwing up a Focus Punch here. No. Oh, just a Curse. We haven't seen any of the Lax's moves yet, and it doesn't seem like Pursuit would be easy to fit here. Yeah, so I was going to say it's probably definitely an S-Ball Lax. See if maybe BIHI booms here, or just goes Tar Skarm. He goes Tar, okay. And C booms. Even with the burn, it does a decent chunk to T-Tar, considering it was resisted. And then he reveals his last Pert. Okay. Maybe this is curse pert, judging by that mag. No? Okay, well, there goes surf, so this could even be a mono pert in itself. No one revealed toxic yet. Or refresh. I suppose it'd be a lot harder for BIHI's pert to fit tox, or one or the other, I suppose. It's either toxic or refresh, most likely. So we're just having a pert on pert standoff here. See who gives first. C's definitely in the driver's seat, but this torrent boosted surf's going to do quite a bit. 42% is quite a bit, especially with his BIHI's tar still being there. Surf is going to take down his Scarm. Let's see, is he going into Gar? Okay, so this almost definitely is at least a bluff that he's carrying a Hidden Power Grass. Oh, or Giga Drain. That works too. Mence. So, I mean, it's not impossible for Gar to be carrying an Ice move here, but Fire Grass coverage doesn't always. So I can see why C goes Mence here. Unfortunately, he does land the Will-O-Wisp. Maybe C's gonna bust out the refreshments here. That would be pretty epic. Yeah, so definitely this looks like it's probably Fire Grass Electric Gar, maybe? It's like Giga Fire Punch Thunderbolt Wisp. He gets a crit on the T-Tar. I think yeah, EQ should kill from here. Probably going pert here. After a protect. That's probably a dead Mence, yeah. Well, you know, Mence definitely did its job. It got rid of the tar. It chipped the Gar. Actually brought it only down to 10%. So there's definitely still a chance for C here. Yeah. Hidden Power Grass at that point is enough to take out the pert, definitely. BIHI going into his own Zapdos. Ooh, Lychee Berry Zap. Interesting. That's why I thought the sand order was different. I didn't see sand or lefties from C. That's why. Makes sense. How low is that pert? Ooh, it's at 33%. I mean, that it wasn't doing a lot. It doesn't have EQ. So I was gonna say maybe agility will pull through here, but that T-wave kind of puts a damper on things. I suppose it's still possible he can outspeed the pert, but it's definitely not going to be outspeeding Zap here. And it all depends on this last for BIHI. He goes into the pert. We'll see. Well, looks like the pert's still going to be outspeeding the meta. I guess it doesn't have to run the minus speed nature if it is mono. Well, BIHI takes game one, continuing to add on to his dominant run so far through CI. Hasn't dropped a game. Obviously, that's going to change considering there's 3 games here, but a little bit of foreshadowing. So let's jump into game 2. Okay, Scarm lead for BIHI makes me think it's maybe like either a really all-out offensive team, maybe, or even a Superman team, possibly. Ooh, Brick Break from the Medicham, Whirlwind from the Scarm, and he brings out Heracross, so some kind of fighter spam maybe from Super Epic Ampharos here. Focus Punch is coming, and it connects with the Mence. And 35% is still a pretty decent chunk for a resisted hit and after an Intimidate drop. It's definitely possible that Heracross is a CB set as well. There was no lefties. It could definitely just be like sub Salak or something like that as well. But I wouldn't rule out CB. Focus Punch into CB Skarm is kind of why Heracross runs it. Body slams on the T-Tar. No para for C, so he's probably going to want to get out of here. Or maybe he's going to boom. Let's see, and he does boom. Okay, so he removes the Skarm. Let's see, Mence comes out for BIHI, makes sense, and Metagross for C. Okay. So lefties on both. So this isn't a Lum or a CB meta here. Goes into Pert, and he just booms. Okay. I'm not sure if that boom was intended for Pert as much as he might have just been trying to boom on Mence. And it looks like this Metacham is also maybe Lumberry because it was lead. It is not gaining lefties either. Oh, it's a Salic Berry. There we go. That answers my question right there. Wonder if this is reversal. Interesting. Does this have recover? Probably not, I'd assume. And a Mach Punch just finishes it off anyway. That is a cool set, though. Very interesting. So now the Loom is. I mean, it could try to fish for the miss, but I don't think there's really a need. No need to risk that. Okay, so Heracross does reveal sub, so it is probably a sub Salak set. Okay. Behind the sub puts Super Epic Ampharos in a very good position. See, does he go for the SD here? Nope, just goes for the Mega Horn, takes out the Loom. The Mence should be in Rock Slide range at this point. And after the Mence dies, he should be getting his Salak as well. Oh, so he's not a Rock Slide Heracross. He might be sub SD Punch and Mega Horn. It's a pretty good set. Oh, and the Bliss last. I mean, it makes sense why why he didn't bring it out earlier. And damn, Bliss still eats, but 14% Blissey is basically a dead Blissey at this point. 2 unrevealed, and Scizor comes out. Okay, not a mon you see all the time. That is definitely cool. Showbiz, and it just kills with what I'm assuming is either HP Rock or Bug. All right. A lot faster of a game 2, only 17 turns as opposed to 35 game 1. All right, so we're tied up even. So far, both guys been playing really well. I'm excited. Let's get into it. Game 3. All right, Zapdos versus Jinx. That's a hell of a lead right there. Definitely Zap's not going to stay in, and Jinx sets up the sub. Probably seeing a Lovely Kiss come here, I'd assume. Yep, it lands on the Zap. Wondering if this is maybe a Perish Trap. No, it's Calm Mind. Ooh, not Sleep Talk Roar. Are we getting that here? Ooh, it's not gonna want to stay in now though. It didn't get the favorable roll. Fortress is definitely gonna eat this Ice Beam actually really well, considering it's +1. I mean, Flurry doesn't have the best Spadef, but it definitely has decent Spadef. And Jinx is so frail that EQ is gonna break the sub anyway. Yeah, no point in not Ice Beaming. And he just booms on the Jinx. So no spikes for BIHI, which is a pretty big win for Super Epic Ampharos, really. And then right here, going to Coon, while BIHI sets up the sand with his tar. Pretty favorable look for C at this point, but it's Roartar. Roartar is very underrated. And then Jirachi comes out, so it's definitely special offense coming from Super Epic Ampharos. I mean, Jinx kind of gave that away, but more of a TSS kind of thing from BIHI with Bulky Zap and Fori. See, is this Rachi a Oscar Rachi? It looks like it. Toxic on the clay doll is probably pretty big. Doll, unless this doll is refresh. And he goes for hidden power. Interesting. I wonder if that is hidden power. Okay, was that resisted? Yeah, it was probably hidden power rock, maybe trying to catch the zap. Interesting. Toxic is going to add up though, so he's probably going to be wanting to get out of there with clay doll. He's in a pretty favorable position here. Oh, and he catches the boom on protect. Great turn for BIHI. Now he's in the lead. Let's see. Bringing Gar in here definitely indicates hidden power grass, but he goes for Wisp. That was a good catch by BIHI going to Zap. And this is almost certainly Pursuit Tar, considering he has Fori. So Super Epic Ampharos is probably going to want to stay here. Yep, it's being pursued, and it is definitely Bulky Gar based on that roll. And he goes into Doug. Okay, and Doug was definitely expected on this kind of team. Ooh, but the Tar lives. And it's not an Ice Beam variant, so T-Tar is going down here. Okay, so Zap's coming out, almost definitely. Oh, I lied. Mensa's coming out. I mean, that works just as well, doesn't it? So he's probably going Gar or Coon here. Yeah, Gar. Makes sense. So hidden power, it's not resisted, so it's almost definitely HP Fly. Meaning it's definitely a physical Mence. I mean, almost certainly DD, judging by leftovers. There's no sand chip there. And Super Epic Ampharos goes for the Calm Mind. Really, at this point, it seems like it could be anyone's game. And he switches out. Okay. So that's definitely more of an offensive Coon, I'm guessing. I mean, based on his team structure and not wanting to take that Toxic there. Ooh. Now, if this is Grass, Rachi, but it's not. Okay. So he's probably going to want to get out of here. He kind of needs this. No, or not. He's fishing for that freeze. I suppose if, well, I mean, I guess at that point, Suicune probably should have stayed in on Rachi earlier, but, it is what it is. Now I think C's going to have to get some Calm Minds to make something happen here. The Zap is still sleeping, so he does have a little bit of time, but it is Sleep Talk, so it could definitely get a little shaky. This Coon is Surf, so it's not necessarily off Coon. Like, it could be Rest, maybe like a Crow Coon. But based on the structure, it seems like it'd definitely be more off Coon. So that was smart, bringing in the Doug there. Doesn't get Toxic, not that it really mattered, but it basically brings this into Suicune range, which is good. I think Suicune's going to need a little bit of luck to get past that Zap still. But it's definitely doable. If you have Beam here. See, and he does. Okay. So it's definitely doable. If he gets the correct Sleep Talk rolls and gets 2 Calm Minds up, this could definitely go in Super Epic Ampharos' favor, but he does have the bulky Zap here on the Coon, so ooh, and it's Rest. Okay, so no T-Bolt. Favorable roll for the Coon. It's really coming down to the wire. I'm glad that this is the one I chose. And Zap's still asleep. Sleep talk? No, no sleep talk. So that might have done it. That might have done it. Yep, the coon is faster. Came down to the wire. A little bit of unlucky rolls on the sleep talk, but that's kind of the nature of sleep talk. That's why it's not used as much. Um, but yeah, definitely a great set between these guys. Um, Came down to the wire as I was expecting. Both guys brought some heat teams. Um, yeah, and it was awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later.